tell me, what's the marketing strategy for 2018?
2018 is going to be an interesting year. I started doing analysis on how much money we're spending to generate the traffic. And here's what's crazy. Most people don't realize this. We generate, let's say, 1 million visitors a month on Neil Patel. Do you know what the cost to get there is? If you had to take a guess. With video production, podcasting, blogging, promotion, ads, link building, right? I'm not sitting there and building the links like someone's manually doing outreach. All the social media promotions, what do you think the cost is?
I'm gonna say $100,000 a month.
Yeah, it's close. It's a bit more than that. It's a bit more than 110. That's what it averaged out to for 2017. And I was looking at this, and you spend the money, there's no guarantee that you're gonna get the traffic.
Oh.
So our strategy for 2018, we just finished up one deal right now. It cost us $500,000. I'm not going to say the name of the blog, in which we bought a blog in the marketing space for $500,000. They already get 1 million visitors a month, and I'm like, wait. It's cheaper to just spend money acquiring people who already have the traffic. So in 2017, we bought Ubersuggest. I think it was like 110, 120, or 140 grand. I don't know what we paid. It was something like that. I also did an experiment with Marketing Program because they had a lot of backlinks. I spent 100 grand on that domain name. He barely had any traffic. At one point, he's like, I got 100,000 visitors a month. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I wired him 100 grand. I 301 redirected the site. Traffic increased, guess what happened?
What?
Nothing. I hoped that my traffic would go through the roof, but nothing really happened. The Ubersuggest was a good acquisition, and what I ended up learning from that is, who cares about links? Don't buy anything for links. Buy it purely based off of traffic, and just pay a simple metric. So like if Ubersuggest has roughly 200,000 visitors per month, paid 100 and something, I would have paid 200 grand, the money didn't really matter. For the blog that I just spent $500,000 on, their traffic ranges. On a really bad month, they'll get around 800,000 uniques. On a really good month, they'll get around like 1.2, 1.3 million uniques. And all I'm doing right now is I'm just buying as many blogs as possible. I reach out to Search Engine Watch, which is another industry blog. They do jack shit with their site, and it's just crap content. I tried buying them. They ignored me. They're owned by a private equity company. I had other people hit them up because if I hit them up, most people try charging me more. And I would have been willing to spend like $2 million. I hit up the Search Engine Journal guys from 2016 to end of 2017. Tried working out a deal. The numbers just didn't pan out for me. But yeah, in general, my marketing strategy for 2018 is purely just buy based off of traffic. And I look at the top posts that they have and how qualified their visitors are and be like, all right, can I monetize this or can I not monetize this? I don't even care if they have revenue. If they don't have revenue, even better. Like Search Engine Journal, the problem with them is they have conferences, they have advertising, they have contracts for a lot of this stuff. I don't care for any of that. I just want the traffic. So when you buy all these people for traffic and then you put it into your monetization flow, you can easily figure out, all right, what is this worth? Can I end up making my money back in a year, 3 months, 6 months, 2 years? Typically, if I can't make my money back in less than 12 months, I will not buy it. The other strategy that I use when I'm buying out these sites, I'm looking for the people who haven't monetized well. So the blog that I ended up buying for $500,000, they're not even making 3 grand a month. If you're not even making 3 grand a month, that's a good deal, right? They're like, you're gonna give me $500,000 for this? I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'm like, here's the legal work, boom, sign it, I'll wire the next day, and I don't care. But I'm getting really creative with acquisitions, and if you don't even have the cash, another creative thing that I'm doing right now, I'm trying to buy a really popular marketing tool, and I don't wanna pay them all the money that they want because they want well into the millions. I'm like, this isn't worth it, but I'm trying to work out a deal where I give them X amount of money up front, let's say like $1 million, and then give them like 100,000 a month over X amount of times, or 100,000 a year over X amount of times. And I learned that strategy from my buddy Edward. He would acquire mortgage companies, and when you see inefficiencies in their site and be like, oh, I can double the revenue because they didn't optimize for traffic or conversions. So you buy it for what it's worth, you optimize it, and then you use the profits to continually pay them out. So then that way you're not using all of your money and the business is paying them out. And sure, you may have spent a bit more money, but personally, you don't have to spend as much money. Right. And that's my marketing strategy for 2018. And my goal is to spend at least $5 million this year just acquiring businesses purely based on their traffic.